Hey, where's the creature? It's time for the review! Oh, for the love of Pete.
Please, no, man. No, please, 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 no. Not Mare, man. Not Mare. I do not want to do Mare, man. Please.
Oh, stop being such a baby. You promised your fans on Amino that you would do this.
But you don't understand, man. This is the worst episode of Friendship is Magic. It's the most hated episode. Please show some mercy.
Oh, man up. There are worse things to happen to you on the dark side.
Okay, so the mysterious Mare. This is by many considered to be the absolute 100% worst episode of MLP. I actually kind of disagree on that part. Let me explain. The worst episode of the show to me is Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep. The reason why I can't stand that episode is because they took my favorite pony on the show and portrayed her as a self-harming fool that could have created something that could potentially have destroyed Equestria. Because she refused to get help and gets cured in the most insultingly easy way possible. That is why I consider it the worst, and I'll never review it because I never want to watch it again. Mare wouldn't even make it on the top 5 in bad episodes list, to be honest. It's not as bad as everyone thinks. Don't get me wrong, after rewatching it for this review, I can't stand this episode, but it's for a different reason than most. I can sum up the plot like this. Rainbow Dash starts saving lives and begins to enjoy the attention. A little too much. So much so that her friends devise a plan to get back at her by creating a superhero named the Mysterious Mare and trying to teach her that a real hero does good things because they are good things. Adoration and praise is nice, but that's not why you should do them. So that's actually a good premise for the show. Rainbow does kind of have a huge ego, and seeing her learn about being humble is a good idea. A superhero parody would be kind of fun, and doing things because they are right and because of fame is a fantastic moral. So, why do people hate it? Because before that twist is revealed, there is one scene of infamy. And I will play it for you in its entirety.
Gotta hand it to the girl. That Mare sure can pull off some pretty heroic feats.
I must say, I was impressed by that spell she used to fix the dam. Seems like something like that would take quite a bit of study.
She really cares about every pony's safety.
Have you seen her costume? It is to die for. If you ask me, she's a hero of fashion. And she's modest and humble. She lets her actions speak for themselves. You gotta admire that.
Yeah, so that's a thing. Since Mare are the rest of the main 6, it kind of comes across as them being massive hypocrites. After all, they're praising themselves just as much as Rainbow was praising herself. Here's the thing, that's kind of the point. They weren't praising themselves as they were praising Mare. That's the point of the secret identity. They aren't supposed to be the same person. Let me explain. Clark Kent is far different from Superman, right? Sure, he could praise Superman from time to time and look at Superman as being a hero, but here's the thing. Clark Kent is not Superman. I mean, he is, but he isn't. There's the man, and then there's the mask. The main 6 are doing just that. They're praising Mare to show what a humble hero is like. So it was a little harsh, but it had to be done. So, if I don't have a problem with that, why do I not like this episode? Simple. Rainbow Dash's ego was the most grating thing I have ever heard in any form of media.
Jack, how'd you like to be immortalized as my friend? Immortal what?
Arrogance is a huge pet peeve of mine. There is nothing to me that is more insufferable than a cocky pain in the flank that needs a good bucking to the nose. Rainbow Dash was insufferable. At first, it's not so bad. But right about here.
Oh no! There's something wrong with the baby! She's not cheering for every pony's favorite hero, Rainbow Dash!
Her ego skyrocketed so much that every time I was cheering when she got knocked down a peg. She was so unlikable in this episode. I know that was the point, but good lord. Not only that, but some minor nitpicks. Apparently it was a disaster week in Ponyville because of all the life-threatening situations that happened. I'm starting to think Ponyville was not built up to the code. I mean, one or two I get, but so many? Kind of a miracle that Ponyville isn't destroyed on a daily basis. So yeah, it's pretty bad, and I wanted to turn off the episode several times when watching this for a reason. I hated the episode this much. However, it did make me ask the question, why do fans hate certain episodes? Well, it can be one of three things, or a combination of all of them. First is my reason why I hate The Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep. The episode was actually really awesome, up until this one line.
I created the Tandibus to give myself the same nightmare every night. To punish myself for the evil I caused as Nightmare Moon.
But why would you do that?
To make sure I never forgave myself for how much Equestria suffered because of me.
Yeah, that killed it for me. It ruined all the good the episode had and made Luna look like an idiot. Same thing with Mare for a lot of people. A lot of people have problems with the reveal. It also can be something consistent, like the annoying love talk in Hearts and Hooves Day, or Rainbow's ego in Mare.
There you go.
Someday, I want to be just like you.
Aim high, kid, but don't aim for the impossible.
Yeah, that can really ruin it if it's a consistent thing. For some, it can be endearing or can be ignored. For others, it can just something they just can't do. And finally is a botched moral. For some feel Marywell did this. As for others, well, this is probably the most botched up moral in Fritzman's Magic in my opinion.
I don't believe this.
You don't believe because you don't understand.
So yeah, these and a combination of these things can lead to a fan hating an episode. Honestly though, I'm kind of glad some of these things are here. There's no such thing as perfection, and these faults can cause people to pick them apart and creators to make better content. In the end, that's kind of all we want. It's worth picking up some minor stinkers if we get amazing quality like we have now. That's all I gotta say. Creature of the Night, out.